What is up guys, JayFerGaming here, welcome back to my F1 2016 career. This is the Belgium Grand Prix at Spa, which is definitely one to be looking forward to. Can't wait for this one. And if you have missed any of the other rounds so far, do go check them out and subscribe. If you haven't already and want to see more of my videos, we've had a fantastic season so far, especially last time out in Germany. I don't want to spoil it for you, so if you haven't, do go check that out. But we finished in 7th and it was such an exciting race. A good turn of form that we needed, and we need to just keep beating our teammate. As you can see in the rivalry here, we've already lost twice to Julian, and it's not going too well so far. We just don't perform so well in qualifying, but absolutely dominate him in the race, so yeah, it's not the best system. I've said that quite a few times actually, but in terms of driver position, we're in the middle, so it's not too bad. And in terms of our car position, in terms of performance, we're up to 5th. So we're very close to Williams. I can see us jumping over them soon. Unfortunately, we don't have enough resource points to have an upgrade in Spa, but I'll be trying to upgrade the engine for next time out in Monza, which is very important. And we haven't upgraded the engine since the first race of the season, so we could do with doing that. And we can see there's a few upgrades on the left. I saw a couple from Force India, so everyone is still trying to improve. And we go into qualifying. I've actually cut out the practice programs for some reason. I don't know why actually, but we got perfect, and I think it's complete, so 2 purples and a green, so enough points to get the upgrade for Monza. But we're on our final lap now. We've had a very solid first lap in 9th for once. Kvyat was blocking us there, and ironically he's ahead of us in the standings at the moment, but we'll come to the line. Definitely a better lap. Where are we going to end up? It was a 10th and a half quicker. It sounds pretty good. It's P6, unbelievable scenes. That's a fantastic result for us. We're only 8 tenths off the Mercedes, which is brilliant. The car has improved so much. I'm really good around here. Spa is one of my favourite tracks. And that is a fantastic performance. Absolutely destroyed Julian, so screw you. I'm going to beat you in this rivalry, hopefully. Maybe not, but yeah, what a session that was for us. It makes a change just being in the top 10. Apart from a couple of rain-affected sessions, we haven't genuinely been in the top 10 on pace too often. I don't think even at all, but beating Julian's achievement as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. P6. I'd say in the dry conditions, are we out of position based on the qualifying session? No, but I feel like there's a few faster cars behind us, so we're gonna have to try and do some blocking, even though it's very easy to overtake around here. Hence why Hamilton took all them engine penalties in real life. But I usually have an exciting race around here. The weather will come into it, the strategy will come into it, but just the general racing, you can just have a brilliant race, and that's what we're all hoping for. Can't wait for this one, so hopefully we'll get a good start, and we'll be starting on the tyres we qualified on, of course. We were predicted to go for super soft, soft and medium. I'm trying to avoid going on the mediums, but we'll have to see what it's like in the race. Based on the tyre wear test in practice, we were pretty good. I think 5 of the 6 laps were perfect, 1 was complete, so that's good for us. And now we're just waiting at the end of the formation lap for the rest of the field and the slower runners to form up on the grid. Come on guys, speed it up. But only joking, we're usually back there, so this is going to be a very tricky start. This short run into turn 1 always causes problems, as we saw with Max Verstappen last weekend. But here we go, building up to the Belgian Grand Prix, 5 lights, and away we go. We actually get a brilliant getaway. We're ahead of Vettel, we're ahead of Massa as well, I think, going into turn 1. We're a little bit too cautious on the brakes, but we're going to try and fight back. No, there's no one on our inside, so we're okay in 6th position. Shame really. If we had more confidence into turn 1, we could have made up a position, but I know, obviously, the Kemmel Straight is the place to go. Oh, we're going to go side by side through Eau Rouge. Can we get Vettel here? Right on the outside, we've got it done. What a move that is. We've got fantastic momentum here. Up the inside of Felipe Massa, this yellow flag. We've got ourselves up into P4. I told you the Kemmel Straight was the way to go. And we've got a virtual safety car. What the hell's happened here on the first lap? That is very early. Sainz is out the race, and you'll see here. Oh, it's the 2 teammates. Oh, no, it's not. Actually, yeah, the 2 teammates have a bit of a battle here. I think Sainz tries to come back on the track, gets collected by the Haas. The Force India is collected, Sauber's collected. It's absolute carnage back here. How that is not a safety car, we'll never know. Oh, backwards up Eau Rouge. That's off the exit of Eau Rouge anyway. That's actually absolutely insane, but we're trying to carry on here. We're in P4. I've got a sneaky feeling we're not going to be able to keep up with the top three. 2 Mercedes and a Ferrari, but we're already ahead of 1 Ferrari and there's a battle ahead going on. This is very close. We could have a look in here actually through Blanchimont, and I think we're going to have a run on Raikkonen. I go to the left. I feel like that's probably the wrong decision. He barges out the way. We're locking up. We're hitting the brake marker, and we've just kept it on the track. Hopefully we don't have any damage, but we lost a position to Massa there. What is Raikkonen doing? He just gives us a nudge for no reason. He must have seen us there. We are so lucky not to have any damage from that, but we recover. And on to lap 3 here. Bottas is going for the move here. We are actually coming into the pits. I was going to try and stretch these tyres out a little bit, but I just couldn't do. My tyres were gone on lap 3, which is pretty amazing. So we'll be going on to the soft tyres there. That was a decent stint, but we did lose track of the cars ahead of us. So I think we'll be fighting a little bit further back than where we have been racing around. But we'll wait and see if we can stick with the guys' pace. But to be fighting Williams and Ferraris isn't bad at all. We've lost a bit in the pit stop phase there to Massa. I actually don't know how we've lost that much, but Vettel's on our tail now. He's definitely quicker than us, but lap 5 now, there's cars in the pits. It's going to be interesting to see where we do end up compared to them. We've actually kept Vettel behind us nicely, not being under too much pressure, and that's Bottas coming out the pits. Can we get him here? This is actually going to be really close. I can see Vettel in my mirrors as well attacking. I think them two are side by side, but this is very close going into Eau Rouge. Hamilton's ahead of us. He's not too far ahead really, so we're in the mix here, and luckily them two went side by side through Eau Rouge, and we built a bit of a buffer. But with more cars pitting, we're up to P11, and Verstappen's just come out the pits very close to us, and Palmer as well. He's not far behind us, you know. Palmer's got a shot at scoring points here, which I haven't been able to say too many times this season, but we'll come through Eau Rouge here. We've got a Ferrari of Vettel absolutely all over us, and yeah, it looks like he's probably going to get past us as we don't have DRS to defend. Let's see his straight line speed compared to mine. Mine's actually not as good as it usually is around a track like this. I didn't go for on the default setups, the 2 to the right for setup that I usually go for around here. I went for 1, so we'd perform a little bit better in the middle sector. But yeah, we can really keep up with Vettel. But cars ahead. There's cars on one-stop strategies. Oh, someone's in the wall there. It's Hamilton. Hamilton. I think he's out. He is as well. He's been taken out there. These cars going for one-stop strategies are really causing havoc, and you'll see, oh, Haryanto. If only someone could do that to Hamilton in real life, that would be amazing. But, oh, Hamilton's actually really unlucky there. Haryanto understeers off the track, comes back on and just takes the Mercedes out. So he's out, another position gained, and now Vettel is getting held up by Haryanto and Gutierrez. This is brilliant for us. It's allowing us to keep up with cars that are clearly faster than us, and we're trying to go for the overtake here. We're banking on Haryanto to get past Gutierrez here so we can follow the manner through, but Vettel, we're still side by side. It's just so strange having 2 groups of cars right next to each other side by side. Unbelievable scenes. But now we're going to go for the run here. Vettel's looking for a gap. The AI weave around a lot. Oh no, we're not going to make it 3 wide, are we? This is so risky, but I really had to go for it. Haryanto pushes us. We understeer off the track. I do continue. Haryanto dropped far too far back, and he did barge us a little bit as well. So we're up to P10 with a very off the track moment. Yellow flag. Ah, is there more contact? I'm not too sure. Oh, we're getting far too excited. Calm down, calm down. We're in a great position here. But it genuinely took ages to overtake Gutierrez. Vettel's getting away. I don't think we'll see him again, but I had to get past the Haas. He was really annoying me. He was a pain in the Haas, to be honest. Oh, I've used that joke already. Stop using that one. But we're up to P9 now. But yeah, the interesting thing in this race is the one-stoppers. They're causing carnage. They're holding up so many cars, and then, yeah, it's just forming some amazing battles. I think we got Bottas on our tail here with DRS. He's closing, he's closing. He's got a lot of straight line speed in that Mercedes power unit. We don't really defend it, and he's going to go for it. We're only side by side through, is it Le Combe? I think this is Le Combe chicane. I hope it is. This is a recent race, so I should know this. We're still side by side. We're barging and we're being very aggressive here. I'm not going to back down to you, Bottas. I want this position, and I'm actually racing you for a genuine position. We're trying to go around the outside. That's not going to work. Bottas was very slow on the exit, but let's see if we can stick with him. Hopefully we can, and if we can beat battling for some very big points here. So we were not too far behind him, but oh, Jolyon. In terms of the battle between us, yes, that's great, but in terms of constructor points, that doesn't fill me with joy. The engine going bust like that, especially with an upgrade coming for the next race. But nothing I can do. I'll continue. Bottas has been held up by Verline. We're going to get both of them. That has worked out perfectly. Can we get Hulkenberg here? I think I'm going to go for it. It's a risky move, but we put it up the inside. He's still on our left-hand side, so we've got to watch out for him. We were very slow there, but we finally got the move done, and I'm going to class that as a triple overtake. Very happy with that. But now we have a buffer to Bottas. There's two cars between us, so we can hopefully keep away from him. And we've actually closed in on Vettel as well. This is an unbelievably unpredictable race. I don't know my genuine position. There's McLarens in there, Force Indias, all the one-stoppers. It's just very confusing. But on lap 11 here, my tyres had gone. The strategy I was going to go for is not going to happen. We cannot go on the softs again. I'm actually going to have to go for what the engineer recommended for me, onto the mediums, as Bottas attacks us again, and he's gone off the track to maintain the position. I'm not saying anything, but that's exactly what happened, and yeah, we made a bit of contact. Luckily, again, we have no damage. That's 2 bits of contact we've had in this race and no damage, and considering the upgraded damage model for this game, that is incredibly lucky. So we're going to go on the I'm going to guess slow, the medium tyres. I haven't had great experiences with the hardest compound in this season, so let's see how we do. So Verline's behind us. Hulkenberg, I think Hulkenberg ahead has made his one and only pit stop and is genuinely ahead of us. That's the complicated thing here. The ones that are one-stopping are mixed up with us again. So we might have to overtake quite a few cars to finish where we probably deserve the top 6 in this race. But we absolutely blast Eau Rouge there. I mean, who needs DRS? I don't even have the greatest straight line speed, and I'm absolutely blasting past the Force India with a Mercedes power unit. That's incredible. It must be the upgrades of the car the run I got through there, but yeah, that's fantastic. Ahead of us, Alonso. He's got some technical issues, so I made this easy as you like. The confidence these overtakes are giving me, it's fantastic. But ahead of us in P8 we have Massa, and there's a Sauber in there somehow. There's a Sauber in P6, 13 laps into a race. That's incredible. They've been absolutely nowhere. They are the worst car in this career mode, and NASA does a great job here. NASA and Massa, I can't even say the names, the Felipe babies. That is so weird. But we go up the inside of both of them, double overtake. Oh, loving all the overtakes here. But luckily for us, Verstappen ahead of us, he also has technical issues. So yeah, quite a few cars are having problems here. I'm guessing it's to do with the power unit and all the stress of the long straights that is getting put on them. But Verstappen is very slow here and actually goes into the pits again. I think he's recently pit as well, so I don't know if that's a penalty or something. But now we're up to P6, so I think that's where we deserve to be. But yeah, Ricciardo's in 5th. He's on the soft tyres, so it's going to be tricky to catch up to him. But actually in P4, surprisingly, is Jenson Button, but not for long. He got overtaken by Ricciardo, and with 3 laps to go, we're right on the back in the McLaren. This is our shot to get P5, and look how slow he is. I mean, look at this. I had to go down to 7th gear. He was that slow through Eau Rouge. And we're going to blast past him here a little bit later than on Hulkenberg. But still, it's an easy move. DRS assisted. And there we go, up to P5. But the key thing for us here is our tyres are really going off. I think Button's tyres are a couple of laps newer than mine. So yeah, he might have the advantage in the last couple of laps. Hopefully we keep the tyres under control and not make mistakes like this fighting the car. Come on, tyres. But now we're on the final lap. Luckily for us, Button kept, I think it was Massa at bay, so every time Button got DRS, he could defend from Massa, but he wouldn't have enough pace to get close to me. So we're coming through, Bluncham on there for the final time, into the chicane, keep it clean, and we're going to get 10 points for P5. Here we go, through the final corner, coming on to the finish line, and yes, what a fantastic result it is. P5, great racing there, I love that race. Spa always throws up brilliant races like that, and if you've enjoyed that as well, do leave a like and subscribe to see more of these videos. So Nico Rosberg takes the victory. He's not leading the standings, actually neither Mercedes are leading the standings incredibly, but yeah, he'll have closed in the gap at the top of the standings, and we'll see the results here. So Rosberg from the 2 Ferraris on the podium, Ricciardo 4th, and look at that, great points for us and Jenson Button. And there's a penalty there for Bottas, so I suppose if Bottas beat us anyway, then yeah, we'd have beaten him with the penalty. And then rounding out the top 10, Hulkenberg and Verstappen. And just look at that. Gutierrez 11th, always finishing 11th. Verline nearly gets points for the first time this season. And sadly for us, Jolien couldn't... I suppose not really sadly enough, because we'll catch up to him in the rivalry. So driver standings, Vettel 9 points ahead of Rosberg. But once again, Hamilton is struggling so badly in this season. Don't know why. You'll see that midfield battle once again is just hotting up. Perez hasn't scored many points recently. So me and Bottas have seriously closed in. Just look how close this battle is. I think we're aiming for P7. That would be a brilliant achievement in this first season for us. Our teammate down to 16th, and you can see he's been jumped by Button, who had it by far his best race of the season. You can see Button and Hulkenberg are seriously struggling compared to their teammates. So, Constructors, we've jumped up to 6 above Toro Rosso, so going on very nicely, aiming for P5. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of my career mode, and I'll catch you next time out. Goodbye.